Alrighty guys, today I wanted to show you a couple new trucks I picked up. This one is the most interesting one that I want to show. It's a 1978 Ford Bronco, just an XLT Ranger. Bought it from the original owner, 120,000 documented miles. He has been using it as a plow truck for about 5 years, but he has shown me all the receipts and whatnot for the front end parts that he put in, and blah 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 blah. It's got a 351M, C6 auto trans, 9-inch rear, 44 front, good stuff like that. It's got 4-inch lift coils in the front, a couple add leafs in the back. I got to replace one of the leafs in the back because it is cracked. But yeah, let's go ahead and I'll show you some of the things I've done to it. So, on these factory 351s here, you got this nice 2-barrel Motorcraft carburetor here. And a lot of the common issues with these carburetors is if you don't let them, if they get really rusty or really old, they'll start leaking out of the accelerator pump, leaking gas out of there. Secondaries will freeze up pretty good. And basically, you're just going to run into some issues with it and blah, blah, blah. So what he did is he went ahead and put a Holley 500 on it. Holley 500 2-barrel carb. Manual choke, and that's this guy right here. This is a Holley 500. Now what happened with this one is basically the linkages got stuck. Throttle linkages got stuck and choke froze up, and he tried fixing it, bought a rebuild kit for it. He didn't replace any of the springs, so he just left it and parked it. Well, I had a new Holley 500 in my parts truck, and it was just sitting in the box, so I went ahead and put it on here. Hooked it back up. I didn't hook up the choke yet because these right here were flathead screws, and I was too lazy to grab the fill-up screws for that carb, and yeah. So I got to hook up the manual choke yet, but you can just adjust it by hand and get it to fire and idle and whatnot there. So after I got the engine to run, it does have a miss, but a couple of the plug wires are a little itsy-witsy, so I'm going to go ahead and through this weekend, I'm going to replace all the spark plugs and wires, cap, rotor, basically do all the vacuum lines too on top of the intake, get this thing cleaned off because it's been sitting for a while. Go through all the wiring. I got my wiring kit here, so I'm going to heat shrink and just redo all the connections, make sure they're nice and clean. I have all the body parts basically in my cart right now on, it's called Jeff's Bronco Graveyard. They've got all of I recommend this site because it has literally all the body parts you'll ever need for these trucks. Broncos, the F150, 250 trucks, all the brake parts you can get. And they're all really good priced and fair shipping prices. You can get them next day shipped or, economy shipping. But basically this is what I got. Yes, it is very fucking rusty. Very rusty. Floor's gone. But on that website, I've got the whole rocker panel. You can cut, weld in the patches, and it also comes with the piece right here. You got to cut this out. And it goes down to about right there. Put in the new piece, weld it up. Put in your seal and stuff. And it also has a spot where the seatbelt bracket will bolt in. So that's what I need here since the rocker is completely gone. So after I cut out all the rust, take the seats out, take the center console out, I cut out the whole floor, and I actually have all the floor pieces that I will need to fix this. So I think it's awesome. The doors are the doors. We're going to leave them for right now. They're actually in pretty good shape. Look at that rust chunks falling out. But yeah, so I got the engine running. I know it runs good. It doesn't burn oil. It's in really good shape. It's a 351M. Pretty good motors if you take care of them. That's gives or take every single vehicle, but yeah, I do need to get a newer battery because this never starts. Just awful. Yeah, you see the fender. We got some fender flares coming. I'm just gonna leave it the way it is right now because we're gonna be daily driving this thing in the winter time once we get it all to get it all fixed up. Actually, you see how I got all this stuff knocked out. I've been working on this side more. But yeah, it comes with all the. I think the floor pans for this thing are like $30, so it's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Got some nice bias ply tires on it. We're gonna be getting some new ones. well, new used off of Facebook Market, because you don't need to buy brand new tires for this thing. And yeah, I'm hopefully going to be taking the plow mount off, selling that to get some more money to fund the rebuild, and then I can order some more parts for it. Because I really want to replace the booster and the master cylinder, just because that's another common issue on these things that they go. But yeah, so things I did notice that don't work is the rear window does not slide down. You could hear the motor activating, but I think it's just all hung up in there, and the owner did not have the key to open the door. So I need to figure out a way to get the window down and a way to open up the back hatch. But other than that, I think it's pretty decent. You know, cosmetically, it's kind of rough, but it is a nice truck, and they're getting harder to find. So I'm glad I was able to pick this one up for $860. So, but on the way to the next truck, I'll pause it and take you over there. So in the area here, let's see if I can scroll back here. You know, got my 85 Chevy K30 or K20, excuse me, my F250, my 78, my 77 F150, 68 Buick. That's the plow off the Bronco right there. And we got our 99 Explorer. And right here is my parts truck. I did mention it in another video. This right here is a 77 early F150. It had a 306 in it and a 3 on the tree manual transmission, which I thought was pretty unique. Haven't really seen many of those. 3 on the tree, got clutch pedal. And this truck is a Florida truck, and it is rust-free. Cab's rust-free, bed's rust-free. Came with a matching topper on it. Really rust-free truck. I am going to, the reason why I got this truck for free, it has a no title. It's a bad title. Well, not a bad title, but it has no title. Owner lost the title. And the guy needed it for parts. So he went ahead and pulled the fender and the doors off. But turns out he isn't going to use those. So I'm actually getting the rust-free doors back and the parts of the front clip, which is really cool. Let's see. I gotta get a screwdriver to open the hood. But it is a 306, but somebody has pulled the head off, so I'm assuming that the engine is bad, which is really unusual. But the best part about this bed, minus the Bondo back there for a dent, is I'm gonna take that bed and topper off, take it to my body shop, have them sandblast it, have them paint it, get the topper painted to match my F250, which was the plan for it. But it's really hard to come by a rust-free bed, just because they're really expensive if you do find one, and they're usually way too far away for you. But that bed is going to go on this truck, and the toppers are going to go on this truck too. I got the good wheels. Let me get some different tires. And then this truck's going to be off the paint, and it's going to be awesome. And I got some few other goodies here, but that's it for the most part. I want to do another quick update, and figured I knocked it out of the park. If anybody's looking for a 8-foot Western plow and a plow setup for a 78 series pickup, let me know, because I got the plow for you. The cat does not come with it. That's just a cat. It does not come with plow. Should probably shut this before all the water gets sucked into the air cleaner. Ugh. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next video. I'll get a video of the tune-up process done on the Bronco, and maybe get some footage of it running good. It's just kind of hard to film and, you know, adjust the carb and all that jazz while, you know, videotaping. But, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, and have a good one.